Let's take a vote and hear from Hunter Biden. What are you afraid of?
Hold on. Order.
Are women allowed
to speak in here or no?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Excuse me, Hunter. Apparently, you're afraid of my words.
Whoa.
Object to the
This is
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman.
Hold on.
All you need is one objection.
Can we get some order here?
Mr.
Chairman, where are we in the
human?
Okay.
I'm glad I was at my exercise class and missed that. But the only thing that was missing at today's House Oversight Committee hearing were 3 rings and P.T. Barnum himself. Now, the committee eventually pulled itself together. They moved closer to holding Hunter Biden in contempt of Congress. Now, this entire thing was orchestrated by his lawyer, Abby Lowell, as a political stunt. And political stunt-making runs in this family of political grifters. Joining me now, Oversight Committee Chair James Comer. Congressman, critics are going to say that this was a win for Hunter because, he shows up and it just devolved into shouting.
Well, I would strongly disagree with that. He showed up. He was there for about 15 minutes. Moskowitz was recognized. He said, Hunter Biden's here to answer questions. And then his time expired. I recognized Marjorie Taylor Greene. She was going to ask Hunter Biden questions because Moskowitz said he was there to answer questions. As soon as he realized Marjorie Taylor Greene was going to ask him a question, they ran out of there. They knocked over people on the way out the door. So I think the American people got to see 2 things. Number one, he was not there to answer questions. And number 2, this is the second time that Hunter Biden has displayed in real time the arrogance and entitlement that he's had his entire life, why he thinks he can get millions and millions of dollars from our enemies around the world and then not pay taxes on it and then lie about it. Look, this is an investigation of Joe Biden. It's about what his family did to receive the millions of dollars from our enemies around the world. And we just have simple questions that we need to ask Hunter Biden in his deposition.
There was a moment where, again, they think they have you against the wall here. And it was kind of a clever stunt, I have to say. I think it was kind of clever. But this was a moment where Moskowitz tried to turn the tables on you. Watch.
Let's take a vote. Who wants to hear from Hunter right now, today? Anyone? Come on. Who wants to hear from Hunter?
Motion's out of order. Yeah.
No one.
Was he on Saved by the Bell, that show? He looks so familiar. Congressman, why not let him speak? Why didn't you let him speak? Moskowitz says.
Moskowitz has less credibility than George Santos had when he was a member of Congress. He's the new George Santos. But look, at the end of the day, I think the American people have one question. What did they do to receive the money? And all through the committee, this committee lasted about 9 hours today. And the Democrats talked about Trump for 8.5 hours. And then they complained that Hunter Biden was there to answer questions. But when he was fixing to be asked a question, they left. When he had the press conference when we were supposed to depose him earlier, he said he was there to answer questions. And then after he read his written statement, he got in the car with Eric Swalwell and drove off. He hasn't answered any questions. This is a substantive investigation. We've got thousands of pages of bank records. We have hundreds of specific transactions that the banks flagged that we have no idea what they did to receive this money. They don't own real estate. They didn't sell anything. They weren't licensed lobbyists.
Yeah, he's very smart. He has a lot of international business experience that he would be paid all these millions of dollars, I'm sure, if his last name weren't Biden, except we all know that's not true.
Right.
Congressman, we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.